Hello everyone, welcome to Coach Mel's. I am Coach Mel coming to you from Coach Mel's Fitness here in Barrington. This is Sophie. Hey, hi! Hopefully she's not going to come and bug us too much, but we're going to do work on the floor today. We are going to work with a foam roller and do some self-myofascial release. So that has to, if for those of you who haven't done this before, the outside of your muscles, so encapsulating your muscles is this other tissue. And like when you go for a massage, that's what they're working on. They're working on that tissue that encapsulates your muscles. And we are going to do that today ourselves by using a foam roller. So a couple of things. First off, if you've never done this before, don't go all out and put all of your body weight on this, and I'll talk more about it when we start doing it. It's something that you should work yourself up to. And you don't want to do it too quick, and you don't want to do it too slow. So you don't want to stay in any one area for more than like 30 seconds, okay? But you also don't want to do it for 10 seconds. You kind of need to get that sweet in between. 20 seconds is probably ideal, all right? Foam roller. So this is one type of foam roller. This is a nice tall one. You can also, there are some that are like half size. There are some that have bumps and ridges and all different things. And then there's also this, which you probably, I don't know if you can see, but these middle sections actually rotate so that you can do, it's easy to transport, and you can do, hit different areas to do that release. Okay, so we're gonna start down on the legs. We're just gonna do a little bit of legs and back. It's a little bit tricky to get into some of these positions because really you're holding yourself in like a plank position or, various positions. So it might take a little bit of practice for you to get this the way that, to get to where you want to be. So we're going to start on the quad, so front of the leg, but we're going to do one side at a time. Okay, so you're going to put yourself off to the side. I'm actually going to bring this forward. Look out. So I'm going to bring this forward. You're going to bring yourself over to one side. Now, we don't want to roll directly on the joint, okay? So we're going to come up to the hip flexor, and then we're going to pull ourselves forward until we get to right above the knee. So we're just going to go back and forth, okay? Now, this could hurt. It not hurt you, but I mean, it's not the most comfortable feeling in the world, okay? And you want to kind of rotate yourself a little bit as you're doing this. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay. And again, we're only going to do like 20 seconds in each area. I'm just doing the one leg. I'm kind of pushing myself back and forth on my elbows, okay? IT band, so IT band runs up and down the side of your leg. So we're going to get ourselves, I really don't have a good place to put the mat, so we're going to get rid of that. So you're going to come to the side, all right? We're on that same leg that we just did. And again, you kind of got to work on pulling yourself up and back. So we're running down the side of the leg now, bringing ourselves close to the knee. Now, I'm using my arms to put a lot of my weight into my arms so that I'm not putting all of my weight directly on that side of my leg, okay? And again, this takes a little bit of practice to get yourself to where you want to be. Now, if you find a particular tender spot, you might want to hang out in that spot just for a little bit longer. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do the quad on the other side. So I'm going to get back down into that position here. And now I'm going to roll forward towards my knee and back. Roll forward. Remember, stopping before you get right onto the knee. I know I'm going off the screen there. Woo. And back. Good. And forward. And back. Woo. Yep, feeling that. And there are different, the bands do come in kind of like different thickness or, what do I want to say, hardnesses. So this is one from Beachbody. It's pretty hard. It's definitely not soft. Definitely feeling this forward and back. So again, I'm putting a lot of weight in my arms so that I'm not putting all of the pressure directly on my leg. As you do this more frequently, you can definitely apply more pressure as you're able to. This will help with inflammation. It helps soreness from workouts. So if you can do it, say like after a run, something like that, or after heavy workouts. All right, let's work on the calves next. So again, we want to get right below the knee. So I'm not going right behind the knee, just below it. All right, and I'm going to use and put some pressure on this other foot as I roll myself back and forth. All right, and do a little rotation here as you're doing this so that you get that whole calf muscle. Kind of tilt your toes side to side. That actually feels really good. I had a little bit of a sore calf from something I did last week, and that feels really good. All right, we're gonna move ourselves up now to the hamstring, to the upper part of the leg. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm putting pressure in this foot, and I'm rolling right up to where my glutes and hamstrings come together, and then I'm stopping right before I get to the knee. Sorry about that. Sophie, somebody's walking around out there. Forward and back. Again, we're only spending like 20 seconds in each area, and I am not putting my full body pressure on here. Doing a little bit of rotation. And this is something that you can do every day. All right, definitely after a workout. Let's go over to the other side. You can do it before a workout for a warm-up as well. All right, so we're starting just below my knee, bringing myself back and forth. Sophie. Back and forth. And like I said, remember to tip your toes so that you really get the whole calf. So. Inside. Good. Keep that going a little bit more. So you're getting some upper body work while you're doing this, because I'm holding myself up off the floor with my shoulders. All right, let's move up and get the hamstring. So again, we're starting from right next to the knee, rolling right up to where the hamstring and the butt come together. Sophie, stop. She thinks she's a big, mean, tough dog. She's not. Back and forth. Good. Again, putting weight in my other leg so that it's not completely now. As you get to doing this more and more, what you can do is you can crisscross your legs, and then you're really putting all the weight onto that one leg when you're doing it. But when you're first starting, we don't want to do that. Okay. We're going to move up to the butt. The butt is definitely one that you feel, but we're going to do one side at a time. I mean, yes, you could roll on both of them at once, okay? But we're going to give a little tilt, and we're going to work all the way down, all the way up to just below that hip bone. All right, again, giving yourself a little bit more of a tilt here and there, bringing yourself back a little here and there, but I'm not putting my full body weight. All right, and again, if you find a spot that's particularly tender, you can hang out there a little bit. Good. Woo! Feeling that. I have weight in this other leg. I'm using that leg to push myself. I'm rolling myself off the screen here. All right, let's go to the other side. I'll turn myself around. Let's go to the other side. So again, getting the glute, all of it. Rolling myself around. Good. Woo-wee. All right. Good. A little bit more here. Now, this isn't something that needs to take a long time, but you want to make sure that you're long enough. All right, we're going to work on our hip flexor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lean back on our roller here, okay? And put it underneath that small of your back, and then pull one leg in, the other leg is out straight, and just hold it for a moment here. This is a nice hip flexor stretch. Low back tends to be cause problems for a lot of people. It's tight hamstrings, tight hip flexors. And let's switch that over to the other side. Good. All right, now we're going to roll the back next. Now there are other ways that, so the only bad thing about using a roller like this is that there's no crease for your spine. You can take 2 tennis balls, put them into a sock, and tie it off, and then roll on the tennis balls and leave that gap in between for your spine. Unfortunately, I don't have that, so I am going to just do it here on my roller, right? So I'm going to come from my low back, and then I'm going to roll myself right up to my shoulder blades. Oh, that feels really good. I need to do this more often. I don't do this, and I should. And bring it forward. Roll it back, and bring it forward. Good. Oh, that feels wonderful. All right, now we're gonna get the lats. So the lats are the muscles down the side of the back. This one's a little bit tricky, but you wanna be kind of in a 3/4 turn here. So I'm not completely on my side, but I'm not on my back anymore. I'm kind of in between, and you're gonna roll down those long muscles. Woo! Doing that right away. Again, I have weight through my heel. Woo! Down the tender spot, right there. Ooh, right there. You can focus on that if you need to. All right, and now. All right, let's bring that to the other side. Sophie, stop it. Oh, she is not cooperating today. All right, here we go. So roll yourself away and back up. Oh, yeah. Good. Again, I have some weight on my elbow, have some weight on my feet, but I'm still feeling this. It's still breaking up that fascia of my muscle. If it gets super tight, it can cause some injuries. You don't want to roll on an injury per se, soreness, yes, but if you have an injury, you want to roll around the injury and release around it instead of going right on it. All right. So that's all that we're doing for today. I just wanted to show you quickly. So this one here, you can use a rolling pin. All right. This is very similar to a rolling pin. The hand stays still, the center rotates. But this is one that, you can definitely get in there and really work on your muscles pretty easily. You can do it for your quad and really get all the way around. You can work on your hamstring. All right, you get all the way around. So this is great. It's easy to bring with you, especially if you're a runner. You finish, I feel like I got to do this leg because I just did that leg. You can feel it. You really can. You can feel the difference when you do it. So it's a great tool. It's a great way to help yourself out, especially after a workout. All right. That is it for today's 10-minute tidbit. So sorry about all the barking that took place. Of course, now that we're finishing, she's going and laying on her bed and she's going to be nice. Oh, or not. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing you back here real soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone.